Hi everybody, I'm Tom.
And I'm Mom,
And today on Tom and Mom Play, we're playing...
trekking through history.
Yep, and welcome to Way Back Tours. You're about to go on a 3-day tour of history, traveling thousands of years in a time machine to experience great moments from our past. Trekking through history takes place in 3 rounds, each representing 1 day of your trip. Each day, you'll visit a series of historical events, spending a different number of hours at each. Along the way, you'll score points for sticking to your itinerary and visiting historical events in chronological order. Let's go. All right, so, yeah, we are time travelers, trying to have the best day. The best trip. Each day is going to last 12 hours. We're both starting out on the 12, and we'll be making our way through there, gaining these cards on the way. So on our turn, we will choose one of these history cards or an ancestor card. The things that you need to pay attention to, though, are the date, as well as the cost in the bottom. So this bottom left corner. So this take a bite of the first sandwich in 1762 cost 2 times. So we'd move along that twice. But for doing that, 1, we get the card. 2, we get some things done on our itinerary. So this would give us one of these blue that we'd put at the top of our itinerary in their respective column, as well as the bonus that is underneath here. So that'll get us a red. On our itinerary, we do have to start on the top, make our way to the bottom, but as we fill in stuff, so say, imagine these are 2 yellows here. If these were both yellow, we would this would immediately get us 2 points. Here, it gets us 5. For this, the straight across line is going to get us 13, but we have to have all 3 filled in. So those 3, those 3, those 3 to get that 13 point. For me, each of these is different. We shuffled and we gave them out at random. What you can do, you can draft these. You pass out 4 to each person, and then every round they can pick which one they want. We just grab at random. It's been working for us, and we like it. If you fill in these purple, those are time crystals. Time crystals can help reduce the cost of these treks, these adventures you're going on, to a minimum of 1. So if I had this, take a bite of the first sandwich, I could spend 1 time crystal to turn that from a 2 down to a 1. And you can't go below the 1. So 4, if I could spend 3 of them, takes us down to 1. The other thing we want to pay attention to is the date, because if we can go in chronological order, the best we can, that is the longer trek that we have. If we ever break it by going back in time further than where we're at, that trek ends and we'll score it. Normally score it at the end of the game. We score it right away. If we go, let's say here, this 506 BCE. If we have this, then we could help chisel the Rosetta Stone. That would give us a trek of 2. And then say we jump to 1655. That's a trek of 3. Then we go this 1794. Still in order. We have a trek of 4. But then we pick up this 1762, which is it is back in time further than this. So we lose our kind of chronological bonus. So this trek would end. We would score the 4 trip. And then we start a new trek with a starting date of 1762. And you go from the oldest date to the most recent. You don't go the other way around. There is a bonus if you can get your time to land directly on the 12. So when you're spending stuff, you get a bonus of 3 points. But say I'm at this 11. I really want this help chisel the Rosetta Stone. I can overshoot it. There is no problem overshooting. I just don't get the punctuality bonus of 3 bonus points. Whoever is furthest back on this is whoever is active in the turn. That is whoever turn it is. So if I get something of 4, then it would be Mom's turn. She could grab this 1. She could grab this 2, and she's going to be the further back. If we're both on the same space, whoever's on top is the current person who is going. The other thing to pay attention to is this spot here, the top of the draw deck. also, it doesn't have a bonus, but it is also available to go to, as well as instead of going down here, if you have a bad choice, you can always visit your ancestor. It'll make your trek one step longer. It duplicates the date of wherever you went to, costs 3 time, and gives you a wild. A wild can go anywhere, at least in any column, but it has to go on the top of the column. I think that's about everything you need to know. We'll do this over 3 days. This deck is built for the first day. We've got deck 2, deck 3. And this is our cheat sheet to let us know what is in that deck. So yeah, that 1762 is further down here. So it's going to be harder to keep going chronologically from 1762. So it kind of helps you out that way. But otherwise, I think that's everything. We both start with a time crystal. Yeah. We have our itinerary out. We're on the first day. So I'm starting. And I tend to like... So I'm going to get this Learn the Art of War from Sun Tzu for this 506 BCE. It's going to cost me 2 time, but I'm going to spend a time crystal for 1. So if you don't mind moving me 1, please. And for that, I get the red, and this bonus is a time crystal, so I'll get it back. You cannot use the time crystal that you would get to pay ahead. You have to wait till you actually have it to use it. But now that I've taken it, these slide over. This fills in the new slot, and it is Mom's choice. The oldest available is this one, Smelt Iron, with the Nigerian knock. But there's no bonus to it right now. It's expensive at 4. Where this here is the oldest available, 1966, or 196. Wow, I can get you 2 blues and a yellow, which are... I mean, you also really like reds this round, too. But Edison's Lab is the second oldest... newest. It's so weird saying old and new on 1891, but it is the second newest. So you're going to have a hard time with that trek if you go there.
I'm going to do this one here.
Okay, so it's going to cost you.
Yep, it's going to cost me 4.
Yep. Do you want to spend your crystal to reduce it to 3?
No, I'll keep it at 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And this is going to get you 2 blues and 2 yellows. I got you.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And you have this card here. And if I put it here, yeah, that'll still be on. Perfect. All right, this slides, this comes out. I am... Oh, that 450 BC is way too perfect for me. I'm going to do it at cost of 3. Cost of 3.
Cost of 3?
Thank you. Yep. It costs 4, but I'm spending a time crystal to make it 3.
1, 2, 3.
This is still in order, because BCE kind of goes backwards. So yeah, Smelting Iron with the Nigerian knock. What did you do? You helped chisel the Rosetta Stone. But for this, I get a red, yellow, and a green. So my green goes there. Yellow, red. This scooches, and it is...
You're on top.
So it's my go again.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, another red and a... Oh, red and a wild wouldn't be bad. But I'm not going to get a bonus if I take this. But with where you're at on the 196, I keep going 19 instead of 196.
96.
But because yeah, for you, you're not going to take that. I could go to the Ancestor, but it's only a single wild, which is a bummer. Okay, I am gonna go hit the books with Alexander the Great.
Okay.
At a cost of 3, please.
3.
This is going to get me a
1, 2,
red
3.
and a wild. So the red has to go red. Oof. Boy, I'd love to get that 13 points. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna put this here, and I'm still doing good on the order. Mom is furthest back on the board, so it is your turn.
Let's see.
You're playing off of 196. The next one to it is this 655.
Which just cost a 3.
Yeah, it's a cost of 3 unless you spend a crystal to drop it.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one, but I'm not spending my crystal yet.
Okay. You get a crystal
Alrighty.
and a blue.
And a blue. Alrighty.
So now you want 2 greens to get those 10 points.
Yep.
Spend your 3, and I'll scooch these over.
Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Oof. You know, there's not a lot of good green options. I mean, you could get there off of this, but it's expensive and it's a 15-19. It's a jump.
Yeah.
But you really don't want blues. You don't want blues right now. Reds, yellows, and greens are your friend.
You take an ancestor for a wild?
Yeah, you could take a wild.
I'll do that.
Do you want to reduce the cost?
I'll reduce it by 1.
Okay, so it's going to cost you 2. 2 times.
2 times?
Yep, sorry.
Alright. 1, 2.
Nicely
There we
done. Nicely done. I wish you took that. That 1891's way too far of a jump for me. 11.5 is not bad, especially at a 3 cost. Sorry, yeah, 11.50 I should say. That is the next best I can do. It's a red and a blue. How much it cost? 1, 2. Oh. Boy, that's gonna be a hard grab. It's possible. I like it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna carve intricate reliefs at Angkor Wat at 11.50. This is gonna cost me 3.
3.
Yep. It's gonna get me a blue
1, 2, 3.
and a red. I'm covering a time crystal, so I will get a time crystal.
Did I get my wild?
You did not get your wild. There you go.
Thank you.
You're gonna put on the green, I assume?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta put it on top.
Yeah, it's gotta go on top. It'd be nice if you go further down, but
Yep. Can't do that.
no, not so much. No. It is your turn.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You are 3 time away from the end, by the way. Crystals at the end of the game will count as a victory point, and between days, our itinerary is wiped and we pull a new itinerary. So the itinerary is not going to stay between the days.
So I got 1650, 650.
You're doing exactly what I did, 655. Yep. This, if I'm helping you out, this 1271 isn't bad. If you spend a time crystal, you end exact. You get 3 reds, which is great, and a wild, which you can put on that green. It's a little bit of a jump, but it is the oldest available.
We'll do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. So you're going to spend your crystal
Let's spend the crystal.
to go 3.
3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
So you have you've hit your punctuality bonus to go 3 there. This comes down here. You get 3 reds and a wild. So I'm gonna have to pay attention here because someone's about to get some good points. I think you get 14 points. Yeah, because the 2 for that, 2 for that, and 10 for that. That is a 14-point swing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. You were at 17 on the first day. That's not bad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This scooches over. That kills my trek. But it's perfect. That 1891 is what I'm staring at right now. Because, so I wouldn't get the punctuality bonus. I would have to stop at 2 to get my punctuality bonus.
Right.
But I need a blue and 2 yellows. This gets me 2 yellows and a wild, which would do that, which is going to give me 15 points. But it's going to end my... It's likely going to end my trek. Which I don't like, because you get so many points off the treks. So the question is, do I go something older and keep the trek alive and not fuss the points? Or do I go the... Or do I grab the 15 points? And at least only be 2 behind you. Oh,
That's a hard one.
Yeah, this is problematic. What's the oldest I can do anyway? The Haggle at Great Zimbabwe. Oh, and what did you do? You traveled the Silk Road with Marco Polo. Yeah, you've played the ancient sport of ulama, visited your ancestors, traveled the Silk Road with Marco Polo.
Just doing all kinds of fun.
You're right. This is the 1385. You know, this feels risky, but I'm spending a time crystal.
Okay.
And haggling at Great Zimbabwe.
Okey-doke.
Going, the 1385. All I get's a blue. And it costs 2 times, so I will hit my punctuality bonus. But more importantly right now is I'm keeping my trek alive.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it's the end of the first day. So, our itinerary goes bye-bye. Our trek stays alive. We're still working on that. Our time crystals will stay.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Blue, red, yellow, red. This comes here. Yep. All right, let us clear this.
Give us some good ones.
Oh, that'd be great. All right. 2. Oof, some rough days. And your first sheet. And my first sheet. Okay, or my itinerary, I should say.
Yep.
And I am on top, so I will end up going first.
Yep.
I want reds. Reds are great for me. Reds, blues, yellows. I'm playing off of 1385. Nothing is great right now. There's a jump and a half. Oh, and this should be... Forgive me. I'm going to not look at the top and shuffle, so this way I don't know what's coming. Ba-doo. Perfect. All right. 1385... It seemed like the oldest would be that 1835 sailed the Galapagos Islands with Darwin. Because I can't touch that 1280. You can touch the 1280.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad pickup for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm spending 3.
3?
Yep, I'm spending 3 to sail the Galapagos with Darwin. And that's going to get me a red, a blue, a yellow. Red, blue, yellow. This slides, and Mom's turn.
I'm taking the 1280.
So it costs 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yep, sorry. Okay. Red, green, and depends on where you want to put the wild. I know where I would go, but... It's not where I would have gone, but... All right, I'm off of 1835. And I'm the further back right now, so it is my go.
Yep.
Well, I know my trek's going to be coming to an end real soon. So I'm going to spend study relativity, there we go, I can use words, with Albert Einstein in 1905. It's going to cost me 3.
3?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
So this goes to blue, which gets me a time crystal. Red and yellow. It's not bad. I'm at least set up a little bit okay. And Mom's further back. You're playing off of 1280. The oldest you can get away with is 1493 at a 4 cost.
Okay, I'll do that.
The downside is it's 2 blue and a yellow. You'd be wasting one of the blues.
You got a pretty good trek going though.
Yeah, and I mean, it'd keep the trek going.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so cost 4.
I'll take my chances here.
Yeah, so 2 blue, spend your 4. I'll help you out with your board here.
Thank you.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So that blue just, if you overshoot, it just goes away.
Yep.
This scooches. This comes out 1930. March to the Salt Works with Gandhi. I can use those colors too. And it really helps stretch out my trek. So I'm gonna do that. I'm spending a time crystal to march the Salt Works with Gandhi. So 2.
2.
Yep. For 1913.
1, 2.
This gets me a red and a green. The red will get me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I go again.
You go again? Yep.
Okay, no complaints. I'm gonna dance ballet. Dance ballet with Maria Tolchif in 1951. It's gonna cost me 1, and you cannot reduce below 1. You can't make stuff free. I don't have a time crystal to do it anyway, but it gets me a time crystal and a red.
Good job.
Thank you. This scooches. This scooches. Well, you're playing off of 1493. Yeah. The 1960 is the jump.
Yeah.
That is actually rough. Yeah, I mean, unless you want to go way back, because you can expand your mind with Confucius. You want yellows. You want a yellow. You want 2 yellows and a green, preferably, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the 60.
1960?
Yeah.
Okay, cost you 1. And that's going to get you a red and a time crystal.
Thank you.
Yep. Scooch, scooch, scooch. The only one you can do right now is 1963. Unless you want to restart a trek, because that is a red, a green, and a yellow, which actually is not bad for you.
I'm going to take the 63.
Okay. It's going to cost you 3 time. Unless you want to spend your...
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's actually not bad. Because that... So, do you want to reduce it or do you want to end dead on?
I'm going to dead on.
Yep. Good. So punctuality bonus of 1, 2, 3. This gets you a red, a green, and a yellow. Now, I do have some bad news. You're going to be 1 short of yellow. So if you spend if you spend a crystal, you can maybe get the 10 points. If you can pick up something with a yellow. Or you take the punctuality bonus now. It is...
I'm just going to take my bonus and be a happy camper.
Okay. Well, let's scooch these up slightly.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, this slides. You stole what I was going for. But I'm going to have to start a new trek. That's happening. And that's okay. I can live with that. 1, 2. Oh, okay. So I'm going to study medicine with Hippocrates. Oh, and you have studied chimpanzees with Jane Goodall, and you shared a dream with Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, I'm going to study medicine with Hippocrates. It's going to cost 3, which, good news, I'll get my 1, 2, 3 bonus. This is going to close this trek. And we'll get to that here in a second. I get a red, a yellow, which gets me 2, and a blue, which will get me my 11. So 1, 10. And now, normally you do this at the end of the game, you keep your treks off to the side. I'm going to score it now, just so, sake of table space and all that. So I have a trek of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is going to get me 21 points. So 1, that would be, I am up to 43 on that.
Good
Now,
job.
for those who are thinking Mom is in trouble, she's got a wallop of a trek coming, so she'll be doing okay. But that ends day 2. We are going to be going into day 3.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsies. Day 3. So yeah, we can clear the itineraries. Let's get. Oh no. Boy, do I have to jump up. And here I was feeling all clever going back to 377. But nope. I'm gonna have to jump to at least 1889.
I tried to sort them out for you.
Yeah, you did great. Wow. 2 green and a blue.
And a card.
You still have your trek going, which is awesome.
For now.
Yeah, well, it depends on what's underneath that. He might end up closing yours.
Yep.
'Cause I go first this round.
Yes, you do.
And boy, that's expensive, trekking the world with Nellie Bly. But there's some good stuff out of it. So, okay, I'm just going to spend my crystal to go 3 to trek the world with Nellie Bly. Gets me 2 red. Actually, it's 3 red with that, which will score me another 2 points. I get a blue, and I'll get a time crystal. Can you beat 1963? No. You can wild and hope something else comes out, but...
I think I'm going to start a new trek.
Okay. The oldest right now is this. It's a 5 cost with no extra bonus, though. Okay. Otherwise, 1901.
I'm going to take the 1901.
1901? Okay. So it cost you 3 unless you want to reduce the cost.
I'll reduce the cost.
So cost you 2.
2.
Yep. You get a blue, a time crystal, and we know we're closing the trick.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and grab your 1901, and let's see. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You had a trek of 8. How did I beat you by 1? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's still good for 18 points. So 8, which gets you up to 38.
And on the skirt, it says catch a vaudeville show.
Vaudeville. Vaudeville. Yeah.
Yeah.
No biggie. Technically, this wouldn't go back into the supply, but we're not going to run out of these. In a 2-player game, you only put out 6 of the ancestors. We've never ran out of them. So I'm not too worried about it. And you're still up. Oh. I do need a scooch. Scooch. 1923 is the oldest. What's a 4 cost?
23.
No. That would keep your trek alive, I should say.
I'm going to do that. I'm spending my crystal.
Okay, so it's a 3 cost.
Yep.
Gets you a blue,
1, 2, 3.
a wild, and a yellow. What are you doing here? What you doing?
I am.
Get you.
I am
Exploring
King Tut's tomb.
There you go. So, you got a wild to put down too. And is that on anything? No. Okay. But at least you're close to getting that bonus. I'm up off of 1889. Boy, everything I have is a jump right now. That's a red, yellow, and a crystal. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I'm going to spend my dude to crack codes with Alan Turing. So 2 cost, please.
2?
Yep. Which is a red, a yellow, and a crystal. Red goes here. Yellow goes here, which is going to get me 2 points. And the scooch. That's a wild, which is decent. But I would prefer a yellow and a red. Because that's going to give me 11 points. Is there any good spot to get that? I mean, this would be perfect right now, but I would lose my trek. We're getting close to the end, so maybe I take the hit and do that. 11 points is great. Where if I go 1947, I get a wild and 2 time crystals. So maybe I can still make it work, but it's a 4. It's a 4 cost for that, which I don't like. Oh no, I don't. Oh, I'd have to get the green anyway. Ooh. Oh, that changes what I do. Okay, I'm going to boycott buses with Rosa Parks. For a 2 cost, please. Yep. Which is red and 2 greens, which I get a time crystal back for that. This slides. You are playing off of 1923. If you want to keep your trek alive, you can moonwalk, you can break the sound barrier, or you can tear down the Berlin Wall.
Let's tear down the Berlin Wall.
It only gets you 1 green, but it's cheap at 2. There's nothing older than it right now, so...
So,
So right now, I think you want reds, yeah?
yep.
And nothing else gets you reds.
So it's 2.
Yeah, it costs 2.
1, 2.
And you get a green for that. You're up again, and I'm afraid, unless you visit an ancestor, you're going to be breaking your... You're going to be breaking your trek.
I'll visit an ancestor.
Okay, cost 3. Gets you a wild.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. 3. Here is your wild. If you think you can get a red and a blue, putting it here might not be bad for 8. You can get 4 points straight up. It's all up to you. Okay. Yeah, I think if I'm smart, I'm gonna break my chain. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna talk computers with Ada Lovelace, which it cost me 3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Which gets me a red, which will grab me 2 points. A yellow, which with this gets me 11 points, taking me to 60. And a blue, which does diddly. But that ends my trek of 1, 2, 3, 4, worth 4 points. Going to 64. And, oh, I need to actually, grab it. There we go. And it's my go. Can I get a blue and a yellow anywhere? No. I can get blue. Oh, technically, I could off of that Soar Across the English Channel, but that would not be worth it. Because a 1 track, you lose points. And so I want to go above 1843 if I can help it. So I might be going to break the sound barrier with Chuck Yeager. In 1947, 1, 2. So there's no reason to spend my time crystal. So put me on the 12. I will not get the bonus, but I do get a wild and 2 crystals. So I'm gonna put the wild here for 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the end of the game for me, I'll grab 1, 2, 3 points for this. And a trek of 2, which is 0 points. So I have a final score. Can Mom get up to 71?
You can try.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
You're playing off of 1989. You will be ending your trek. You want a red and a blue. Because red and a blue at least get you 8 points.
Red and a blue?
Yes. Boy, if you could do it cheap, it would be great, but nope.
That 18...
The 1815.
Give me a red and a blue.
Get you red, a blue. Well, it gets you 2 reds, a blue, and a green, which actually isn't bad. That would be another 4 points. But I got some bad news coming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because you're going to have a 1 track, which is going to minus 3 points on you. So, but you want to go that route?
I'll go that route.
Okay. So... Alright, so you're grabbing this, so you might as well take yourself to the end. You don't get the punctuality bonus. We almost got punctuality on all 3 rounds, but not this last one. Red, blue, red, green. So, red, blue, which will get you 8 points. Red, green. This gets you another 1, 2, 3, 4. This trek is done at a 4, so this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But end of game, you have a trek of 1.
So I back up.
1, 2, 3. So no time crystals at the end. So that is a final score. I win this 71-53. Boy, and I thought you were going to whoop me today.
Nope, not today.
Yeah, I so thought this was going to be much more one-sided. Thoughts on the game?
I like this game.
I love this game. It is very simple to play, very simple to teach, but I really like this. And we haven't even tried. There's a variant called the Time Warps, where they're just cards that sit out here that change rules or add stuff each day. So it kind of spices up the game a little bit. We haven't tried it with that yet. I'm excited to give it a go because we love stuff like that in Quacks of Quedlinburg. Which is another one of our favorite games. But this is quickly going up there for me in one of my favorite games. I love this.
I really like this too.
Yeah, it is very simple.
It's fun to read the cards.
It's fun to read the cards. And yeah, they so the front, they see if you're taller than Napoleon. Oh yeah, I'm 6'3". I'm definitely taller than Napoleon, who was only 5'2". Which, so on the back of all the cards, they do have full history lessons, which is great. So line up next to Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Waterloo and realize he is, gasp, not short. Although the French measured the military and political leader at only 5'2" inches. French inches were bigger than English inches. Napoleon was actually of average height, but a British cartoonist created a caricature of a short Napoleon, creating a myth that outlasted much of his military legacy.
Oh, wow.
So he wasn't as short. Oh, never mind. Interesting. So you read the whole card. I was just like, well, I'm definitely taller. I'm 6'3", but if he was of average height, I'm definitely taller than average height. So, but this is definitely become one of our favorite games. I really enjoy this. It is. It took me 2 seconds to teach it to Mom. We watched a couple of little
playthroughs.
Yeah, like a little overview before we went and picked this up. It was we were looking at the trekking games overall because there's Trekking National Parks, Trekking the World, and then we saw Trekking History. There's probably one that we missed. And I thought this was right up our alley. National parks look really cute with the critters. But this one, I was like, this feels like a different version of that. There's not the moving around on the board aspect. It is just draft your cards, try to keep your timeline alive. It's set collecting with filling out a mission. I don't know. I really like this.
It's not. You just do your things.
Yeah. It's.
If you have a crystal, do I want to?
Yeah, do I want to spend it? And usually holding the crystals for the punctuality bonus are huge.
Yeah.
That's when I try to go for it. But if I'm going to spend 3 to hit the punctuality, it's like, well, I can maybe save that for later. Because punctuality is only 3 anyway, and time crystals give you a victory point each.
So.
But I swear you were gonna. The way it was looking in the beginning and the way that trek was going, I thought you had me by a long shot. I didn't realize I had more cards going than you, but I did grab cheaper cards. I kept stuff going cheaper, so.
I didn't do that today.
No, and it so surprises me. Well, especially because you jumped out to the early lead with the itinerary. I let mine go to keep my trek going. And it paid off at the end of the day.
Yep.
So that's Trekking Through History. We definitely recommend this for folks. Sometime we need to play this with more people and see. Two player, it's fun. Obviously, you're not going to go through the deck nearly as much with only 2 players as you do with everyone else. And possibly what you want is still going to be there with 2 player. Where stuff that you might be looking for is going to be harder to get a hold of in higher player count games. But for us, this is great. But hey, everybody, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more board game and other random goodness here on the channel. You got anything?
We do appreciate you.
We do appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.